Live from the Helios spaceship orbiting Mars, it's the Geek Show.
Are we?
Yep.
Gosh, I don't know. Where's the bathroom? On this episode. All right.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
What's up?
Welcome.
Wrangling cats over here.
She's wrangling cats. She's Rebecca Frost, everybody. She's a cat wrangler.
Story of my life.
Cat herder day was yesterday or the day before? I think it was the day before.
He was herding cats yesterday or the day before. Robert has joined us. And look, it's Quad T. Too Tall Tony is down there. Hi.
Hi.
How are you, Tony?
I'm
to see you.
Yeah, check out Geek Show Arcade and Geek Show Help Desk as well while you're at it.
And he's on the road, although he appears to be in Saigon right now. He's Jay Whitaker. Sorry, that's an Apocalypse Now reference because of the ceiling fan that you got.
Oh yeah, I'll turn it off. I mean,
No, it's fine.
But we love the
my ceiling
smell of
fan.
napalm in the morning.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, it's not that bad of a smell. Well, whatever. Depends on how you look at it. Anyways, good morning, and hopefully all is well. Come to my shows at the end of this year, and Salt Lake City, wiseguyscomedy.com, December 29th through the 31st. I'll be sharing intimate stories about comedy.
Oh, about comedy. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
About being a road comic.
About being a road comic, man. I've been up. It's been on the road this year. Oops.
Few speed bumps.
Got a lot of trail mix.
Long
the
trail
trail.
to go and a lot of trail mix.
Where we at with Slim Jims?
Yeah, you got some Slim Jims there?
Nah, I don't.
Or beef
I don't-
jerky.
I don't mess with Slim Jims on the road. Like honestly, if you're gonna be on the road, you gotta have like good. You stop at a Whole Foods and stop if you got it like that.
If you got Whole Foods money.
Yeah.
Well, now you're a Starburst and Skittles guy, though, aren't you?
Yeah, it's a problem. Like it's
We should start a support group, Jay.
no, like I just ran out of the 36 joint. I have a 36 count that I always keep in my car.
There you go. The shareable size. Except you
Nah.
don't share.
Yeah, no, it's like the regular stack, and it's just like that shit's for me. And I was heated. I came home from a show last night because I usually when I have a good set, I reward myself with a Skittle, and I'm like,
Skittle.
Make them last, man.
yeah, a Skittle is a bag.
Taste the one tiny little
See.
part of the rainbow.
Now you're talking my language. A Skittle is a bag. Now that's what we're.
Well,
Form it
when you
into
have
one big Skittle, like an
yeah,
apple.
when you have
and
a
eat it.
box, box of Skittles sounds bad, but if you're like, yo, let me get a Skittle, like that just means one from the bag or the box.
Nice.
One from the box. Yeah.
So, okay, but you do raise a question now. So what is what is everybody's road trip food? Like, when you're going on a road trip, what is the one thing you've got to have? Like, for me, it almost invariably, like, beef jerky has to be in the mix somewhere.
Really?
And Twizzlers.
Oh, yeah.
Not
yeah,
together,
okay.
but I mean, that's part of the...
Hey, you do you, bro.
Try them together, or they might be good.
could be.
I like me a peanut M&M, but I also like raw unsalted cashews or pecans. And some of that,
cashews.
some of that,
For real.
and some iced coffee. Anyway, all right, let's.
But our host Kerry
wait.
Jackson, don't forget about him.
Don't forget, he loves his raw dogged cashews.
Yeah.
He's Kerry Jackson.
Monday through Friday, 6 to 10, x96.com. This is my last week before I take a week off. All right, let's begin. The big news. And I thought of Tony immediately when I saw this.
What is it?
Dune Part 2, the trailer. Great big trailer.
Didn't even hesitate to watch this trailer. I saw that it was on within like 20 minutes of the YouTube channel dropping it, and I was like, yes, let me see this.
You got Wonka and Zendaya starring in Denis Villeneuve's sci-fi sequel. March 1st is when it arrives. And from the looks of this trailer,
Oh, baby.
I'd say 1, see it in a theater. 2, probably IMAX might be the way to go.
No, probably. Absolutely.
This looks huge. This is like, Mad
They're
Max.
sandworms.
This is like Fury Road huge. It's
Whatever's
just,
the largest format theater you can get near. It's near you. Go see it in that.
It sure looks that way.
I'm gonna
Just
go to space and watch it.
go to space.
I want to come too.
So you got Timothy Chalamet, Zendaya, Rebecca Ferguson, Josh Brolin, Austin Butler, Florence Pugh, Dave Bautista, and Christopher Walken makes an appearance in the trailer. He says, "Kill 'em all," or something like that.
Watch.
Something
It's
like
been
that.
With cowbell, more cowbell.
More cowbell in this watch.
Little man. Let's see.
The desert.
The spice must flow.
Very dry. Dry.
Zendaya and Timothy.
Duncan, Idaho.
See, I get confused. Which skinny adolescent-looking white dude is Zendaya hanging out with in this movie?
Chalamet.
Timothy
Not Spider-Man.
Chalamet.
Okay.
Wonka.
Wonka himself.
Not the one she's dating, right?
No,
That's Tom Holland.
That's,
Holland.
Excuse
Okay.
me.
I mean, they all look. I mean,
that's
you know,
Spider-Man.
I'm sorry, what was that, Tony?
They-
Go ahead.
they-
'cause I was there
Tony,
with you.
You want
I
to
was
say
there
that
with you.
again?
They all look the same.
All right.
Honestly, Tony, I'm glad you just asking this.
Well, seriously, it's like
I'm glad this is. Hey, if this is the Dune that you want to die on, cool.
I really
Paul-
like that joke. That's
Paul, it is good. Paul becoming the leader of an entire people,
Atreides.
using them to win back their planets, war on a planetary scale, and multiple sandworms tearing through soldiers. All right. So watch that one. On a big screen. Big screen. Let's see. We got some more Superman Legacy news today.
all right.
The big question is where's Sean Gunn going to fit into this? Because
Yeah, he's
James
be
Gunn's
there.
brother got to be there.
apparently Zachary Levi has thoughts on this.
Zachary
does?
Levi can
Oh.
go suck a brick.
Yeah, he's like, I guess when you're the brother of the director, you're gonna be in everything whenever you want.
Oh,
Well,
So-
there's this discourse that happens anytime James Gunn makes a movie because he
Yeah.
casts the same people. And
Right.
people are like, why does he just keep casting his friends? Wouldn't you also want to
Well-
work with people you know are reliable
Wha-
and good?
Well, why did Orson Welles cast the same people in all of his movies? Because he
Tim
knew they
Burton.
were talented.
Tim
Tim
Burton
Burton does the same thing.
Wes
Christopher
Anderson,
Nolan
we
does
don't hear about it when Wes
Anderson-
Anderson
yeah.
does it.
Yeah.
Exactly. But Sean Gunn is going to play Maxwell Lord.
Ooh.
Now we don't know whether he's in this movie or a different movie, but this is what he's going to be playing. Now, if that sounds familiar, Pedro Pascal
It could be good.
was
But
in.
it could be better.
Or life is good.
yeah.
but it
Pedro
could be better.
Pascal was Maxwell Lord in Wonder Woman 1984.
Unfortunately,
So there you go.
He was the
But
best part of that movie, if you ask me.
he really was.
What?
was there a
Yeah.
best part of that movie?
Chris
Yeah,
Pine.
oh wow.
Wow, Chris. That's a choice, Rebecca.
No, she's not.
No, do you
all
actually
the way wrong.
want
She
to know
was
what the
good.
best part of that movie was? It was
The
that
end
move
credits?
that Wonder Woman does with the lasso, and it's like a ballet maneuver. Like it was
That
beautiful.
was cool.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, that was the
fight
best part of that movie.
The fight scenes were good, no doubt.
I'll end this argument and just say Chris Fine's fanny pack. That's what was the best part.
Chris Pine's fanny
Chris
pack.
Fine's fanny
and
pack.
the joke they ruined in the trailer.
Yeah.
Art? Garbage can. Oh.
Yeah. So he's going to be Maxwell Lord in the upcoming, what are they calling it? The Gods and Monsters series of
Yeah.
DC
So,
movies.
Maxwell Lord as a DC character is either completely lame or useless, or someone takes him and uses him really, really well.
Well, when he started, I mean, I liked it when they first started him. You first introduced to him in, I don't know if it was Justice League or Justice League International when they brought him in the comics, and just business guy who's like, I'm going to like manage the Justice League, and it was great. And then Max went very dark, very quickly. Well, actually, over a couple of years.
Over a few years, yeah.
And then becomes the head of their shield basically organization, Checkmate, and then it just goes off the rails.
Oh, okay. I always thought he
And
was.
so watching him in Wonder Woman was just like,
Oh, yeah, they completely gimped his character in Wonder
See that,
Woman. Yeah.
and that's again. I don't know my DC universe. I just always thought he was a bad guy. Always, I didn't know.
no,
that.
he started off as a I go more casual, I will do this thing to make this better for people, because he could like mentally push people to do something.
Right.
Nobody's born bad.
Oh
Well-
no, he kind of was.
The thing about
But he hit
Maxwell
it well.
Lord is he's Batman if Batman believed the end justified the means in everything that he did.
Oh,
Wait.
I would say he's more Lex. I'd say he's more Lex without as much money
Okay.
and without the obsession of like one guy.
Yeah.
Oh, so he's just a life coach.
But he mostly the thing he thought what he thinks what he's doing is the best thing
so does
for
Lex.
humanity. Right. Yeah,
So does
exactly. Okay.
Lex.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
a very good. Yep.
I mean, but you know, if Lex had superpowers and was like a low level telepath, that's who Maxwell Lord is.
we also got news that the contracts were signed and the ink is dried for Nicholas Hoult to play Lex Luthor.
Speaking of Lex.
He said, "Yes, I can finally answer. Nicholas Hoult is Lex Luthor. I couldn't be happier. We went out to dinner last night to celebrate and discuss how we can create a Lex that will be different from anything you've seen before and will never forget."
That scares me.
Last
there you
time
go.
Nicholas Hoult
Yeah.
went out to dinner that I saw, things did not end well.
Oh,
That's a menu joke.
Oh,
she
I
got
see.
it.
I got it. Yeah. All right.
well
Got
played.
it. Thank you,
Well
Rebecca.
But
You're welcome.
but speaking of Zachary Levi, James Gunn told a fan on Threads that he has no idea why Peacemakers Emilia Harcourt and John Economounos were seen recruiting for the JLA at the end of Shazam: Fury of the Gods. He said, "It wasn't my call. I didn't write it. Although it came out when I had just started at DC, its inclusion far predates me, as does Harcourt as the warden of an underwater prison. And although I thought it was fun, I have no idea why those characters would be recruiting for the JS."
And my question is, he had no idea that they were in the movie. He's married to, I cannot remember her name, and I feel horrible about that.
The actress, yeah.
Yeah, the actress. but
Yeah,
I'm
do
like,
they not talk?
yeah,
Yeah.
that's my thing. Is like, how do you not know that she's?
These-
So they brought me in
Tell ya.
to shoot something. Granted, I can't talk about it, but it was for Warner Brothers at the bare minimum.
NDAs.
I tell my
man,
husband
they're hardcore.
everything.
That was my thought, too, is that, surely he must have known his wife was out working.
Yeah.
Well,
oh,
he
she's just getting groceries
so-
or whatever. Jennifer Holland.
Did
Thank
he
you, Sean.
did he say he didn't know about it at all, or did he just say, I don't know why they did that?
Let me see the quote. All right. "It wasn't my call. I didn't write it. Although it came out when I had just started at DC, its inclusion far predates me, as does Harcourt as the warden of an underwater prison. And although I thought it was fun, I have no idea why those characters would be recruiting for the JS."
So it's more of a writing thing.
So
before he took
yeah,
over.
I'll bet it was. Yeah, it was. I bet it was filmed before he got the job. Probably. All right. Let's. We got more news, but first, a Lee George Cade update, everyone. There's the Venmo QR code. Lee has left the hospital after what?
Huzzah.
2 months.
2 months.
Yeah, about 2 months.
A little more than 2 months, I want to say. He is home now, but it ain't over. His journey ain't over. His insides are still trying to kill him. But I mean, it's expensive. Let's just be honest. We would like it very much if you could help the Cades with all of their bills. He has insurance, yes, but it only goes so far. We all know. And so the more that you can help, the sooner we can get Lee back on the show, and we look forward to that. So help out our friend Lee. He went home yesterday, had a rough night overnight, some fever and some chills and things like that. But I think this is a good turn for him. He should be home recovering, but he's got
Everyone.
a home. Yeah, he's got a home.
Better at home. Yeah.
Exactly. He's got a home health nurse. That's also not cheap. So if you can help the Cades, there's the QR code. And pass that QR code around. It's on Geekshow's Facebook and Twitter. It's all over our social medias. So go and find it and spread it around. And we wish Lee the best and hope he comes back soon. Geekshow.store, the only place to buy our merch. Don't be fooled. Like I said last week, I got a complaint email from somebody saying, "Hey, I bought a hoodie," and I'm like, "Well, did you buy it from here? Because this is our stuff. Where you bought it probably doesn't exist. Say goodbye to your money."
Yeah.
But We got our hoodies out. We got our hats. We got that's a Lee George Cade original poster there. We got lanyards, and we're running low on those fashion doll versions of the shirt right there. So pick them up. Geekshow.store is the only place to buy. And don't forget our Patreon. Patreon, geekshowgotthiscovered.com is the link to our Patreon. You get the Space Show early. You get videos from me in the time closet. And all kinds of stuff. And I'm going on a solo vacation this coming weekend to Disneyland. And I'm going to be taking a lot of video there. And that's where that video will go, is to our Patreon. So geekshowgotthiscovered.com. All right.
Woo. Also, don't forget Jay's shows.
Jay's shows. Going to be playing Wise Guys right there, December 29th through the 31st. Jordan Landing here in town. Go and see him.
Thanks.
Does it say Big Pine Comedy Festival?
Yeah, Big Pine. Big Pie. I want Big Pine.
Why not both?
I would
not
like
both?
I would like
What
both.
kind of pie, Jay? What kind of pie?
Yo, if you honestly, key lime, straight up, key lime with a mojito. Come on.
I like a key lime, yeah. All right. Let's continue the news. Wolfman, first of all, I'm going to read this the way I found it in the Hollywood Reporter.
Why he look like that?
He's so
'Cause he's-
confused.
He's Wolfman.
Yeah, no, it's the right. Okay, Tony, you see it. Like
Yeah, he's
it's
just
like
like-
Mag. He's like, I'm Wolfman. Like,
I'm
It's why is this happening to me?
I'm pretty sure this picture is from when he was in the Elementals, Eternals.
I am Wolfman. Let's see. I'm going to read this the way it was written in the Hollywood Reporter, and then we can find the writer and kick him. Wolfman has taken a new form.
Boo.
Christopher Abbott, currently in Poor Things, which is coming out next weekend, is going to star in the Werewolf movie, directed by Invisible Man filmmaker Lee Whannell. Additionally, the companies have set an October 25th, 2024 release date for the feature, meaning the project is now moving faster than a speeding silver bullet.
Really? That's what he came up with?
That's
This
what he
has
has.
gotta be- This got to be AI generated and edited by someone afterwards.
There's more.
Poorly.
That's a hair-raising development for the thriller.
Nah, I take it back. AI can't do that many puns.
Because Ryan Gosling had been on for 3 years to star. And it marks the return of Wolfman's director, Chair Whannell, who was initially on board of the movie. And then it changed. Gosling had Derek Cianfrance directing. So they have both departed the project. Gosling will now receive an executive producer credit. Plot details are being kept on the dark side of the moon.
What? Okay, we're back to AI.
But the mysterious story is now focused on a man whose family is being terrorized by a lethal predator. I need to find who wrote that and kick them. All right.
I haven't seen Poor Things yet, but if you want to see another movie that Christopher Abbott has been in this year, the movie Sanctuary, I believe it's on Hulu, rom-com of the year, highly recommend.
What?
But this guy was in the Marvel movie. He was in
Eternals. He's supposed to be the
Eternals?
Black Knight.
Oh, that's
No.
him? No, that's
No, that was
not.
Kit Harington.
That's Kit
Yeah,
Harington.
Kit Harington was
Are
supposed
you
to be the Black
serious?
Knight. Yeah.
Yeah.
They all
But
look the same
This
to
guy
me.
looks
Uh-oh.
No, this guy looks. I thought it was Kit Harington at first as well. I was like, oh, they.
I guess.
Yikes.
I guess when you can't afford Kit Harington, you get
This
this.
is-
guy.
This is
the
she and
Wish
Kit
version.
Harington. Yeah.
Yeah, it has a Wish version or Kroger, Kroger family version.
Kirkland.
No, Kirkland version
Kirkland
is
is
usually
good.
better.
No,
Boy,
Kirkland
that's
version
good.
is
Carrie.
often the name brands that we know and love.
How
Okay.
dare you?
Okay, then.
Carrie,
I'm sorry.
Besmirch
The
good
Food
name
Club
of
version.
Kirkland.
The Food
Tony.
Club version.
Tony.
I got the Kirkland dog sweaters.
Did you find them?
I found them.
Good for you.
Tony, like, why do I imagine you as like Zangief from Street Fighter, but instead of fighting in the background is Russia, it's just you and Costco.
Yeah. Kirkland. Mother
Mother Kirkland.
Yeah, Mother
Mother Costco.
Kirkland. Mother Costco, Kirkland.
Yeah, Dr. Paul says he's the Michael Cera of Kit Harington's. Thank you, Doctor. All right. Let's see. Good Omens. There you go. Good Omens has been renewed for a third and final season. If you're watching that show on your Amazons.
There's only one book. And it
Well,
wrapped up at the end of the first season.
Now, again, Neil Gaiman claims that this is stuff that he and Terry Pratchett talked about doing.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I don't
Who's going to prove him wrong?
Exactly. You know?
Did anyone watch the second season all the way through?
No.
Nah.
I watched the
Sorry.
first couple and I got distracted with other stuff.
But anyway, so he's, so Gaiman's working on that, and he's got a first look deal with Amazon, and is readying Anansi Boys for the show as well.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, he's busy. But he swears that this is the final season, and we're going to see the end of the world.
Yeah.
Season 1 was about averting Armageddon. Season 2 was sweet and gentle. But now in Season 3, we will deal once more with the end of the world. The plans for Armageddon are going wrong, and Crowley and Azrael are working together to hope to put it right. And they aren't talking, he says.
They're working together, but they're not talking. All right, well,
There you go.
something to see.
All right. Good news, Tony.
Yeah.
Twisted Metal.
I saw this.
Yes.
Oh, season
Yes.
2, baby.
We get a season 2.
Season 2.
This is my jam. Let's
I
go.
listen.
Great show.
Anthony Mackie is great. Stephanie Beatriz is awesome in this. So they'll all be back for season 2.
You're probably going to see more of who is it? Not Marissa Tomei. Who's the girl that was running San Francisco?
Nev Campbell.
Nev Campbell.
Yeah, Nev Campbell.
First of all, don't you ever in your life compare Nev Campbell to Marissa Tomei.
What? They're both great.
They're both lovely.
They're both lovely, but okay, let's keep it a buck. Like, that's like Marissa Tomei, God tier. Sorry, Nev Campbell, Kirkland brand. Marissa
So she's
Tomei.
just as good, is what you're saying. She's just as good.
She's the Food Club version of
Look,
Marissa
all right,
Tomei.
I'm just like, just put some respect on my cousin Vinny. I'm just saying.
Okay. I'm with you, Jay. I'm with you.
Aunt Bay.
Indeed. But that's on Peacock. So if
Yep.
you want to watch the first season, let's see. This was announced during some Game Awards, apparently.
It's called the Game Awards.
The
yes.
Game Awards? Okay, thank you. Yeah, he announced it then. It's going to be a while before we actually see it because he's busy doing some reshoots on Captain America. They've got a new writer for those reshoots. And so, yeah, it'll be a while before we see it because he's a busy man. All right.
That's right.
Speaking of Marvel, they just announced an animated series called Eyes of Wakanda. And it's going to be on Disney Plus, of course, at some point in the future. We don't know anything about it other than a very simple press release. It says the show follows brave warriors who have been tasked to travel the world retrieving dangerous vibranium artifacts from throughout Wakandan history.
I love artifacts and shows about chasing artifacts.
So, well,
It belongs in a museum.
Yep. It's one of my favorite genres.
And this kind of follows some of the things they've done in side books from the Black Panther over the past couple of years, where in some of the books, T'Challa's plans have gone horribly wrong, so he's cleaning up his own mess. But you can see that he's had agents out doing things for years, and it's kind of the chickens are coming home to roost. So this concept, I'm waiting to see how they pull this off. But who was it that's attached to writing or is attached to producing it? 'Cause
my story doesn't have any information about when it
'cause
starts.
I saw
or
somebody, I'm
anything.
like, I'm okay with them. I'm okay with one of the people they had listed. I can't remember who it was, but I'm like, if they're attached and kind of riding her, sorry, it was Ryan Coogler.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
So
I'll
he's
check Black
he's
Twitter.
tangentially attached as a producer, I believe.
Oh, okay.
So I'm hopeful that he'll kind of ride herd on it and keep it.
Well, I was going to say
in tone.
if he's involved, then it's going to be quality. That's good. All right. Okay then.
Do we need to give Rebecca a minute to clean up her cat's problem?
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm here and I'm participating. Everyone in the chat knows, but my cat took a big stinky poop, and it's hard to breathe in here.
You could go take care of it.
Hey, you want a ceiling fan?
No, it's fine.
That'll just spread the smell around.
Who else will do the pictures?
I love
Okay.
that you saved that for the
I love your
chat, too.
dedication, Rebecca.
You're like,
Oh.
"Dear
I didn't
chat,
want to interrupt the show,
Dear
and
chat.
now here we are.
My cat took a big stinky poo right next to me.
I'm sorry.
But now he's got the post poop zoomies. You know how.
Oh no.
I get those too.
Yeah, I read it. Yeah. After an Alberto's burrito, a carne asada burrito in the morning, and then go run a 5K, man.
Yeah.
You think that you think the internet would be okay if we named this the post poop zoomies? This episode.
I think it should be. I think it should be called
Make it so.
Post-Poop Zoomies.
All right. Okay. We'll see if we get kicked off of Apple for that one.
PPZs.
Yeah.
You got the PPZs, yo.
All right. Let's see. We got some business of show stuff happening here. You ever hear of Tubi? Oh, I'll do that. No, let me switch. Oh, okay.
Oh,
I'll do
maybe
that
I don't
story.
Maybe do I have a Tubi image?
Yeah,
Oh.
my special's on
Okay.
Tubi. Go check it out.
Well,
see?
we'll do
If you
this
don't wanna
story.
be on YouTube.
Yeah, we'll do this story and then we'll do the Tubi story.
Oh, I don't
Showtime's.
have the Tubi photo. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Showtime's cable channel changing its name to Paramount Plus with Showtime.
Man, just call it Mount Time, dog.
That's
Mount
entirely
Time is
different
so
channel.
better.
Oh, yeah, that
Or-
would be a different. Yeah.
Or Paris show.
As of January 8th, linear Showtime will be no more. Instead, it will be rebranded as Paramount Plus with Showtime, spurred by the fact that Showtime content is now available on Paramount Plus streaming service as it is. So, I mean, you've got
Yeah,
Yellow
all the-
Jackets,
All they did was just combine the two words. They're like, just
Just-
put both.
yeah.
Just put both in the title.
It's
man.
actually, I have to say,
I
this
mean-
is actually really solid because I talked about this a couple of episodes ago. But if you're a big comedy fan, Comedy Central's specials are all, like, you name it, all of them are on there.
Oh,
All
really?
of them. Yeah, all
Okay.
of them. Like, there's a huge, and it's great. The reason why I loved it personally was because normally when you watch these Comedy Central specials, they're on YouTube and you got to go through the commercials and all the rigmarole. And so I've been watching so much and just uninterrupted, and so it's nice to have it all on there. So
Oh, okay.
that's a fun
did
get
not
that you
know.
get from this little I'm gonna call it Mount Time marriage.
Mount Time. I like it. So you've got Yellow Jackets and The Curse, which I dropped out of on.
What was the curse?
The Curse is that new Nathan Fielder and Benny Safdie show that also has Emma Stone in it.
Is it not good? I was going to watch that.
I gave it 4 episodes.
You have
And-
to really like Nathan Fielder and Benny Safdie.
Yeah,
Like Nathan Fillion.
yeah. If it was that, I'd watch. But anyway, let's see. So it says some subscribers of our linear Showtime channel will not have access to Paramount Plus with Showtime streaming plan. Instead, Paramount Plus with Showtime cable subscribers will be able to access programming online via the authenticated streaming apps of pay TV. I'm bored already.
Well, I gotta say though, kudos to them for actually using name recognition, unlike HBO.
Yeah, let's take the
Seriously.
thing known for
I
entertainment.
still call it HBO.
Yeah.
Let's
Or
take the thing known for quality entertainment. We'll remove that.
Just take that out.
And we'll call it Max, which I thought was a porn channel or something.
Ridiculous.
But anyway,
Mount Time.
Mount Time I like.
There's your porn channel. Yeah.
All right. So back to Tubi. They are. Oh, thank you. That was fast. Thank you.
I am very speedy.
You
I
are.
got the post poop zoomies.
Yes. They're going to be streaming your DC titles, including that stuff that's gone missing from Max. So that's where you will go for your DC stuff. So the Batman, Suicide Squad, Black Adam, Wonder Woman, Aquaman. It's a free ad-supported streamer.
Yep.
It's also going to offer on demand Gotham, Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman, Birds of Prey, Green Lantern, Wonder Woman 84, Batman, Batman Returns, Batman Forever, Superman the movie, Superman 2, as well as Gotham and Krypton, Lois and Clark, New Adventures of Superman, Flashpoint Paradox, Judge Mathis, Court,
kinds of
People's
stuff.
Court, Stargirl, Swamp Thing.
Wait. You snuck in some
You had
off.
People's Court?
Yeah.
Isn't that a, is that a
DC's People Court?
DC's People Court? Yeah.
Judge Matheson.
Yeah. Constantine, Dr. Sleep. Also, you're going to be able to watch Westworld there. Raised by Wolves, the 2 seasons.
That
A
show
lot of this
is
stuff is
weird.
also on Netflix now too.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, Netflix just got a big WB dump,
But this is that comes up to the post poop zoomies.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha. But this, I think, is also part of their we're hemorrhaging money. How can we stop that?
Yeah.
So all of these other streaming services now have to pay all of the royalties for airing these things that Warner Brothers now doesn't have to.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going on. It's all going to Tubi. It's ad supported, so you don't have to pay for it.
Not the worst move. Not the worst move.
Not horrible, but
I've seen better moves.
then on Tubi you can also see Jay Whitaker. How do we find your show on Tubi, Jay?
Just type in Jay Whitaker.
Just Jay Whitaker? Search Jay Whitaker?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's actually so to clarify. So me and Inglewood Films, we released it on Tubi. There's actually a longer version. There's like a little bit more of an intro, like it actually shows me putting together to my set, and then it leads. So it actually has a little bit, maybe like an extra 10, 15 minutes.
Oh.
If you want to see me about 30 more pounds overweight, and go for it. Can't wait to tape a new special. Got a lot of stuff for people to catch up on.
Jim is asking me about the Watchmen TV series. It's not on this list. I'm guessing that Max wants to retain that one.
I mean, they
It's
don't-
one of the
they took
best
it off the
things they
service.
made. It's not on the service right now?
It's not?
No,
Oh.
they removed it.
The freaking heck were they thinking?
Yeah, you watch your language.
That surprises me.
Man,
All right.
fiddlesticks.
Well, hey, listen, a lot of the business decisions that they're making over there surprise me. But
That's
on.
true. David Zaslav's a dingus.
He is. And raise a glass to E3.
Bye-bye.
Shutting down after a 2-decade run as video game industry's biggest convention. I went once.
You did?
Yeah, I went with Jimmy, and
cool. Oh, that's right.
It was a lot of fun, and I can see why it was. It was just a big old party, basically, is what it was. And it's been shut down. It says after more than 2 decades of E3, each one bigger than the last, the time has come to say goodbye. Thanks for the memories.
That's a lie, by the way. Each one bigger than the last. No.
They
la-
started to get kind
The
of
last, 5 of them have just been kind of...
well.
oh, I sorry to interrupt. There is an update to the Watchmen thing.
Oh.
It did leave Max, quote, technical glitch. It's back on Max. So it wasn't there briefly because of a technical glitch, which I think they removed it, noticed the crowd reaction,
crap.
and then put it back.
Oh.
The glitch was
Same
they
thing
made
with
a
like
bad
the
decision.
Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the Looney Tunes saga.
The Wile E. Coyote movie being jettisoned was a technical glitch.
Yeah. The E3 just kind of ran into problems starting around 2020 because it was canceled because of COVID, and a virtual edition was held in 2021. They planned to return in person in 2022, but that was canceled
Yep.
and became a virtual event. And I think at that point, all the game companies said, well, we can just do it virtually. We can do
Exactly.
it ourselves and control our narrative. And
Get more eyeballs because we'll be the only thing doing it that day versus everyone trying to compete with the attention of all the other companies at the same time. Yeah, it just basically the technology that E3 liked to show off for gaming kind of dug its own grave. you know.
And that's what I'd like to see happen with San Diego Comic-Con. I know, blasphemy. But
well,
I'd like
yeah.
to see that.
I don't know.
It's probably too much money involved. Anyway,
That's the thing.
And finally this, and then we'll get to what you've consumed
Where'd
this
Jay
week.
go?
He's there.
Who's that guy sitting in
He's
Jay's
right
chair?
there.
Someone took Jay's chair.
No, I don't know who that is.
You
yeah, I
never
got my
see
glasses
Clark
on.
Clint And Jay Whittaker in the same time.
Excuse me, it's Dark Kent. Thank you very much.
I don't know. That may be the new title now.
No,
Dark Kent.
not
No,
overtaking
no.
post-poop
Post-poop
zoomies.
zoomies. Post-poop zoomies.
All right. Then.
Dark Kent's an easy reach. That's
like
very
Dark
low hanging fruit.
I like it though. Finally, this. The Lost Boys.
What? We're still talking about this show?
They've been trying to bring the Lost Boys back in one way, shape, or form for quite some time now. Nothing seems to be taken, so I think they threw up their hands and said, "Let Broadway have it."
What? Yeah, we're all like 80s movies go to die, I guess. I don't
Apparently.
Name another one.
know. Exactly.
Beetlejuice.
That it doesn't.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
hey, got one.
Beetlejuice. Okay.
No, there's a lot of Mean Girls is a musical on Broadway. There's a lot of movie-based musicals on Broadway. They make money. Young Frankenstein.
Take that, Rebecca.
Okay.
I'm not trying to do it. I'm just anyway.
It's not an insult. You naming musicals at me is not the diss that you think it is.
I know it's. I thought I was educating. I didn't realize I was.
She's like, yeah, this is fine.
Yeah, I love musicals. What? Tell me more. Name more.
Boom.
Andrew. Now Andrew's talking smack about me. Carrie talks a lot of stuff about Lost Boys for someone who says Michael, like Kiefer Sutherland, to anyone who calls in with that name on the radio.
Well, because
True,
it's
I
fun
do.
to do.
Michael.
I did it. I as soon as I saw the picture, I immediately said, Michael.
Yeah, in my head. Yeah. Lost Boys had some fun stuff.
So
but-
you're telling me this isn't a musical already? Look at
I
this.
mean, judging by that picture, you would think.
Just thinking boy band. That's
It looks
all.
like a Poison video, doesn't it?
I was gonna say, I hope it's a hair metal
look at
musical.
that.
I will be there opening day.
Variety is reporting that Always Sunny in Philadelphia and Mythic Quest writer and star David Hornsby has written
Oh my god!
The script.
Incredible stuff.
with Chris Hawk, who did Shrek the musical. That'll feature music from the band The Rescues.
Wait.
Who are
Yeah,
the Rescues?
Wait,
Don't know.
there's a musical for Shrek?
Oh,
yeah,
Are you serious? Yeah.
yeah.
It's been around for a long time too.
Yeah.
Tony Award winner Michael Arden will direct. Actors James Carpinello, Marcus Chait, and Patrick Wilson, yes, that Patrick Wilson, are among the producers. There's no word if the musical will be a direct adaptation of the film or if it'll be its own story or new story.
How are they going to get a train to go through the Broadway?
That's
show
the
for
power
them
of the
to hang on
stage,
the
Tony. We
thing?
have many
Obviously,
effects.
you're not familiar with Anna Karenina, all right? Train kills her at the end, all right.
Huh.
I know
Regina
too
George
much
gets
about
hit by a bus at the end of Mean Girls.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so there's
Lost Boys Turn Off the Dark. Okay.
yes, thank you. All right, what did we consume this
Hey,
week?
what's George Santos contributing to?
Starring
Lost
George
Boys musical.
Santos.
He'll star.
Well
Yeah,
played,
he's starring in
well
it.
played.
Thank you, Jay. You want to go first?
Yeah, if you don't mind, because
Sure.
I was on assignment. So I even got my little list. So I went and saw the movie Talk to Me.
Yeah.
An A24 joint, an Australian movie. Yo, they say "nar" a lot. It's good.
Gnar? Like it's gnarly?
No, that's how they say no.
But it is pretty
Oh.
gnarly.
Yeah,
Nar.
this movie is gnarly. I don't know. It came out over the summer, right? And I really enjoyed that. I finally saw Godzilla -1.
Oh, good.
Went to a theater that had the 4D, like the seats move and they spray
yeah,
water
brother.
on.
Nice.
That shit was amazing. It was so fun. Like, and the thing was, it was just me. I went by myself, and then there were like two other groups of people, and there's two groups of. So there's four. It was basically 5 dudes in the theater. We all looked at each other in that movie. We were like, yo, that shit was amazing, right? We were all there for that. And we all walked out like punching air. We're like, yeah, this is great. And Monarch on Apple TV is a great follow. Like if you're in the movie,
Oh, yeah.
that new episode, whoo-wee, Godzilla just like, will y'all just let me sleep? He's like, will y'all just let me just catch a nap? Let Godzilla nap.
We're in the Zillisance, aren't we?
Yeah, well, I like that.
Seems that way,
Zillisance.
yeah.
For All Mankind's latest one, we get some clarification on some things, and we see some
Oh, man.
some chickens coming home to roost.
Yes.
which is like
Exactly right.
yeah, because they've been holding on to this story for a while, and I'm like, all right, we gonna address this or what?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and so we're finally starting to get that. Rick and Morty does not disappoint.
No,
the
sir.
Rise of the Numericons movie was fantastic.
This season has been solid.
Just
Yeah,
so good.
I was just like,
Mhm.
I was like, I'm actually invested. I'm actually watching again. Like, I don't know, the last few seasons prior, I was okay. Let's see. Kevin Hart and Chris Rock had a thing on Netflix called
Oh, yeah.
Headliners Only. It's actually not a special. It's a documentary about them touring at the same time. And,
Oh, really? Oh,
and it's actually really good. I mean, obviously I'm a comedy nerd, so I'm going to approach it differently. But if you just love comedy and love the process of how people put a set together, or just like the camaraderie of comedy and why comics are, it's great. Let's see. Fargo's been good. Been catching up with that.
Yep.
Let's see. Max had a bunch of, so Max gets all the DC content, animated movies, and I used to swear by DC animated movies. I thought they could do no wrong, but we did hit this Batman: The Doom that came to Gotham. I've tried to watch it 3 times and I just can't get into it. But Legion of Superheroes was very good. I did enjoy Legion of Superheroes. What's Rob? Okay.
That's my
he
Legion.
likes- he
It's my
agrees.
Legion up there. My tiny
and then-
plastic Legion.
I got two more, and then because I'll wrap it. I've been catching up on a lot of stuff. I finally got a chance to watch They Clone Tyrone.
I saw that. I
That's a
saw
good
that.
movie. Like, that was
Yes.
really fun.
God, it was from start to finish.
Yeah.
I was just like, I was all the way in. And John Boyega, you forget, man, they gotta stop doing this with British actors, man. They too good with this shit, bro.
I know.
They're so like Idris Elba. When we like, there was a moment in Blackness when we all found out Idris Elba was British, and we you were
Like, wait, what?
We hoodwinked, bamboozled, you know. And then Damson Idris from Snowfall, British actor there. What you would call it? Daniel Kaluuya, or I'm messing up his
yeah.
name.
Yeah.
And then John Boyega, but John Boyega is absolutely perfect in this. Jamie Foxx is
great.
Jamie Foxx. It's
Yep.
such a good movie, and there's a lot of truth to it, and it's good movie. And then my final recommendation, is take your ass to the nearest airport, fly into Logan Airport in Boston. Boston
Okay.
Logan National Airport.
All right.
And then drive 45 minutes north to Salem, Massachusetts.
Okay.
I've been before, multiple times, but I just went on a whim and I just did some shopping. It's like for especially this podcast is very it's very geeky, and I know there's a lot of mountain folks in that mountain region. You're gonna feel very welcome at home. If you love the Sugar House artsy vibe of Salt Lake City, it's just like that, just with a forest in Salem, and you'll see it. It's very witchy. It's a lot of My Chemical Romance kind of vibe, and it's a My Chemical Romance kind of town. It's a good. Rebecca's just like, don't like it, don't. Like it.
I wasn't a young boy and I didn't go into the city, so
Okay, fair enough.
Say, how many black parades do they have going every day?
Every day.
It's New England, man. There's no black people. No, sorry.
No, it was super cool, and I went to this spot called Bit Bar. It was an arcade bar. You walk in, like we've all seen an arcade bar. They're awesome, but this one had something different. I can't remember this guy's name, but he had like a little MIDI keyboard controller, and they were playing like this lo-fi Zelda house music.
Oh, that's
That's the
cool.
only way I could describe it. And he was just, he's like, you felt like you were in Star Wars, like the cabana, or what
Cantina.
Cantina.
yeah, the cantina scene. It's like that, and you're just like, hello, weary travelers, and here's this like basement dweller of a man, no disrespect, but just jazzing the hell out on an ocarina loaded up on a MIDI keyboard, and there was like house vibes. I'm sitting there dancing. I got like I was really bad at Guitar Hero, but I was having fun. Go to Salem and Bit Bar. There you go.
So Jay, I've got to ask you really quick.
What's up, player?
They cloned Tyrone. I was watching it, and when I watched it, I kept thinking when they revealed the twist, it's like it's Undercover Brother updated.
Yeah, it's Undercover Brother.
Have you not? Oh, so hang on. Have you not heard of Undercover Brother, Rebecca?
No, I have. That's
okay.
why I'm saying what.
It is though. It's Undercover Brother with Black Dynamite. And
Yes.
Well, they even show Anaconda malt liquor in the background.
Yes. Jay, thank you for being on the show because I need other black people to talk to. I appreciate it.
You could just. There's a website called blackpeoplemeet.com, very popular in the 2010s. Yeah, that's all I consume. Take your ass to Salem. Go. I recommend that you go in September, right before. Don't go during October. I mean, you can do it if you want. If you're casual, whatever. If you really want to go before the fall equinox. That's when the Wiccans they out. That's when white girls is a lot of manifestation going on there. It's cool.
What are they manifesting?
Huh? I don't know. Energy.
Crystals.
Pass.
Good vibes.
Who's next?
Thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and
prayers.
Yeah, that's it.
I'll go next.
All right.
Let's see. Listening to the second Wheel of Time book. That's nothing.
How many
like
hours
this.
is it?
Oh, it's a lot. It's like 32. Yeah.
Ay.
Yeah, you're not gonna like it.
Nope.
Nope.
It's nothing. Holy cow! I didn't realize how different. When I hear people complaining how different the TV show is than the book, the books, yeah, they're super different. But I like them both so far. Let's see. I've been playing Alan Wake 2. Holy moly, that's a good game. And if you have a PC with a graphics card that does ray tracing and everything, it looks absolutely gorgeous. Aside from how fun it is to play, and the story and everything, very cool so far. Finally watched that movie that Rick has been bothering me about forever, The Treasure of Foggy Mountain.
We went to go visit Lee last week, and we get to the hospital, and the very first thing I say is, "Did you watch that movie yet, Tony?" And he was like, "Yes, only because I knew you would be mad at me if I didn't."
This is so true, and I loved it. It was hilarious.
You're welcome.
I'd never watched anything with the what's their name?
Please Don't Destroy.
Yeah, because I don't watch Saturday Night Live really ever anymore. So, but they're hilarious.
They're good.
Yeah,
they're like Gen Z Lonely Island.
Yeah, if you like Lonely Island stuff or Hot Rod or movies like that, you're gonna really dig the Treasure. Please don't destroy the Treasure of Foggy Mountain. It's really good. It's on Hulu, I think. No,
Peacock.
Peacock.
Yeah, Peacock.
Please don't. Yeah. It's super good. Highly recommend. And then just like Jay, caught up on For All Mankind. Phenomenal. Rick and Morty, loving it. Fargo, loving it. And also finished off season 2 of Foundation, which, man, that show is really cool too.
Okay, good. I'm glad. I was getting ready to start it. I'm glad you mentioned that because that was one I was getting ready to start, and I got sidetracked.
Get Foundation going. It's super good, and it did just get renewed for a season 3 as well last week. And Lee Pace put a video of him training.
Awooga, get the man a red lightsaber.
Seriously, this guy, he needs to be in Star Wars, or he needs to be the next Batman. If you ask me, I think he would be a fantastic Batman and Bruce Wayne. And
Dr. Doom.
Oh, phenomenal Dr. Doom. I would totally support that. But yeah, check out Foundation. Super good stuff.
All right. Who's next?
Okay.
All right, Robert.
So let's see. The big TV thing for me this week was Doctor Who, for the past few weeks.
Oh,
So
yeah, I watched
just
Doctor Who too.
They did the last of the David Tennant specials last week, and
How many are there total?
3.
3. Okay.
And I've been a bit of a Who fan since the mid '80s, with Tom Baker and the long scarf. But David Tennant is probably my favorite Doctor. So watching him come back and not really understand why he's back, and then have to solve that mystery along with what's happening around him was just fun. And it was kind of like returning to a warm, fuzzy, happy spot in your TV watching. Yeah. It's like, I've missed having him as the Doctor. And Donna was never my favorite companion, but the chemistry between them has consistently been solid, and that relationship came back with these specials, and it was just fun to watch them and all of the things that they did. And then the BBC has also been showing on their Instagram, on the BBC Doctor Who Instagram page, they've been giving you like behind the scenes things going on, and that's been kind of fun to get a little background from the character, from the actors, and the producers and the showrunners of, we did this thing for this reason. And then the introduction of the 15th Doctor, Ncuti Gatwa, was different and fun, and I am
so excited.
I
He
am so
seems like a
looking forward to
doctor
him.
with no baggage.
Exactly, and I'm waiting for that.
Dying for the essay about being kind to your younger self as a
Yes.
form of healing, and because this third special did such. If you're in therapy and you are going through all that therapy about like being kind to your younger self and being kind and helpful to your child, your inner child and childhood self, there's
This
just
is your
something so
episode.
magical about this episode that does such a phenomenal job of like recognizing that. And I cried like a baby, but I also cry at most everything. So
No, it was fun to watch, and I think that the direction going forward is going to be a lot more fun with Russell T Davies coming back to Helmet, because
Is he going forward as well, or just for the specials?
is who?
Russell
Tennant?
T Davies.
Oh, yeah, Davies is going
yeah,
forward.
he's doing it.
He is the
Nice.
showrunner. So it's like, oh, thank God, we're hopefully going to get things kind of back on track,
Good
that we got
yeah.
originally. Movies, I watched Asteroid City by Wes Anderson, who is
Yeah.
very hit or miss for me. And this one was, it was not necessarily a miss, but there was a lot of just kind of like, this is strange even for Wes Anderson.
I don't think it deserves to be on Variety's top worst films of the year.
No. I mean,
I
it wasn't
agree
a
with
bad
you.
movie.
Hey, Rebecca, 100.
Would
That-
you
It wasn't
say
a
for
bad
you
movie.
that it glanced off the atmosphere instead of hit or miss? It didn't really hit, didn't really miss. Asteroid.
Middle of the road. I would say for me, it's a middle of the
glanced off
road, but it was
upper
one of those.
atmosphere.
There was a lot going on, more so for me than what I feel in most Wes Anderson movies. So watching this, I'm kind of like, okay, I understand this, and I literally had to look up something after watching it to go, oh, that's what that was. Okay, that makes much more sense now. And the
I'm
through
dying
line
to know,
hits
dying to know
for
what
me.
it was.
It was what was this movie about? Because I can usually pick up relationship wise what he's trying to talk about in his movie, and this was like, I don't get it. And they were like, oh, it's loneliness. I'm like, oh, okay, great. I'm there now.
It just it just didn't work for me. I wouldn't say it's
yeah.
the worst, but it just didn't work for
Yeah,
me.
it's not the worst, but it's not the best either.
Yeah.
It's a Wes Anderson movie.
All right. Rebecca?
I didn't watch anything. I have nothing to report this week. Under normal circumstances, I'd be talking about Wonka, but I did not see it on Thursday like I usually do. So
Okay.
next week maybe.
All right.
How's the cat poop situation?
I'm holding strong, you guys.
Watch.
I'm God's strongest
You're-
soldier today.
Yeah, I was
All
gonna
right.
say you're looking strong. Okay.
Well, then I will power through what I saw this week. I just started Fargo, unlike the rest of you. I just started Fargo, and I like this edition. I really do. This is John Hamm. Good heavens!
It's the nipple rings, right?
It's that.
They had to hire somebody for that. Like I listened to this whole thing about how they had to get like a nippleologist in there.
so he did pierce his nips then?
No. So they had to
Stunt
get like a
chest?
nippleologist to like recreate a prosthetic nipple piercing.
Interesting.
They couldn't get like Lee press on nipples or something.
That's the
Press
title.
on
I'm
nips.
sorry.
I want that. I want to be a John Hamm nippleologist.
The thing about his character in this season is he is menacing.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
And I'm only 2 episodes in, but I want it all. And he's such a good bad guy, as we
Yes.
always knew he could be. You know. So there's that. Rewatched the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special, to kind of get me in the mood, and also started to rewatch Hawkeye because it is also a Christmas show.
Oh yeah.
Haley Steinfeld is transcendent. She is my Hawkeye. I want more of her. I want her to be the head of the Avengers someday. Anyway, I did find this at the comic book store. You guys may recognize this.
Robin
Death in the
Lives.
Family.
Ooh.
But if you notice, it says Robin lives. This
Yeah,
is the
didn't he
alternate
die?
version. This is the alternate version that they wrote in case us ghouls who voted for his death, in case maybe the good people won the vote. It was an 800 number. We've told the story on the show before. It was an 800 number. You call in, should Robin live or die? And they had 2 issues ready. This is the reprint of the one where he is alive. And it doesn't really vary much as far as a different story, but he lives. So, and then there's this great section right here where
Why does he punch Superman?
Batman's punching
Come
Superman.
on. You know how often he's wanted to do that?
And then the next page is you feel better now. And Batman's like, I think I broke some knuckles. Anyway,
That's
Sorry,
what I was about to
chum.
say. I was like, he's getting his hand reconstructed. Yeah.
But,
Has anybody watched Merry Little Batman yet?
not
I
yet.
know, I saw
No.
it. I saw it pop up, and I wanted to watch it, but then I was like, nah.
I
I'm
read
gonna watch
a
it this weekend.
a good review of it here this week.
When we talked to Lee on Sunday, Rebecca and I, he saw it and he loved it.
Oh, good.
So, yeah.
Yes, Jay.
Okay, I have to circle back on my on some Salem stuff because I saw in the chat that people do want to go to Salem. If you are a flexitarian or carnivore, omnivore, whatever, you have to get a roast beef. You have to get a roast beef while you're in New England. It's just a
Or
thing.
else.
Yeah, but I tried my first roast beef while I was in Salem. Whatever.
First
And I-
roast, like sandwich? Or...
Yes. No.
You've
my
never
first,
been to Arby's?
Yeah.
I mean,
what?
yeah, I've had that.
Come on now.
Yeah, I've had that casual. Yeah,
They've
yeah,
got
I
the
mean,
meats.
Yeah, like if you hate yourself, like sure, like I tried it.
Oh, man.
I'm teasing.
Them's fighting words.
He's not teasing. He only said that because it hurt my feelings.
No, parents met in the Arby's. I love Arby's because they met and they had you. Like, awesome. Arby's is cool. I will say this: if you're gonna get a roast beef, I can tell you where I got mine, but I don't want to because the way I was advised, when you get your roast beef, a New England woman has to recommend you where a roast beef place. It's
I thought you were-
So okay,
you
so
were
you're
gonna say,
telling
like-
us to hop on a plane, go to Salem, Massachusetts, find a woman to
hope-
tell me where to get a roast beef sandwich.
Yep, don't ask her. Don't ask her. She'll tell you. It'll come up in conversation. I promise you. I waited 4 years for this shit, and 100%, I was smacked on triple IPAs, and
So-
I found this spot at 1:30 in the morning, and I had the best roast beef, and
So-
then I had the PPCs the next day.
So you stand on the corner somewhere in Salem, Massachusetts, and yell, looking for a good roast beef, and women will appear and go, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one.
Honestly, yes. Well, I mean, you can get an advice from a man, but who wants to talk to us?
I
You know
don't.
what I mean? Like,
I don't even like
Tell me
talking to
about it.
myself.
yeah, so but it's so much better when a woman named Debbie or Jackie or Janine, she recommended me a roast beef and then said, Janine, get your dog on Zoloft. I love New England.
All right.
Just a casual recommendation.
Let's see.
know we're
What you
getting
can
good
do
trail
this
mix.
weekend.
Egg wants to know if you watched the Raiders game, Jay.
Yes, I did. I consumed that, and I consumed
Yes.
multiple beers, 63 points.
Why couldn't they
More
just
touchdowns
go
before
for 70?
halftime.
Why didn't they go
I
for
know.
70? I'm just like, come on, guys. Just do it.
Because that would just be cruel.
Well, no,
Also,
I mean,
we
I know
didn't
you're not a
talk
sports
about
ball
it.
guy, Carrie, but the score was 42-0, and they're just kind of like, we could ease up off the gas, but we're not. And they just kept steamrolling them.
It's just mean. Anyway. yeah.
Also, we didn't talk about it, but available to rent is the Taylor Swift Eras Tour
Oh,
on anywhere you rent your movies. So you can watch it at home.
take a look at this.
I'll check out Not Beyonce. I'll check it out.
All right, we're gonna take a break here, and we're gonna head to the after party. GeekShowGotThisCovered.com. We're gonna go there, and more of this will happen.
Well, what about games?
Oh, games! I thought.
Are
it
there
was-
any?
There's no
Christmas. So I didn't think so. Yeah. So we're going to go do that. I will not be here next week. It's the Rebecca show next week.
Yeah, we're gonna do a very fun holiday edition of Geek Show podcast.
Maybe
ready.
just a suggestion. Your favorites of the year, your picks of the year.
Yeah, that is
Just a
yeah,
thought?
because that is an option.
Just a thought.
Rebecca's like,
that is an
is-
option.
That is
It's up to
something
you.
that is
It's up to
said
you.
out loud.
It's up to you. So Rebecca will be taking me home next week because I will be in Disneyland by myself on the 22nd, doing that single rider thing the whole time. And I will know that if you see me there, yes, I am drunk. Know that. All right.
My man.
Live long and prosper, bitches. We'll see you over there.
Gang,
Pushing
gang.
the button.